What you're about to hear today has the power to shift the entire direction of your life when you apply it with intention. You know those mornings when you open your eyes and something inside you whispers, "I'm not in the same place anymore." Nobody else can see it, but you can. Something has moved. It's like a part of you that's been waiting quietly finally steps forward, and suddenly a new path comes into view. That's exactly what these 4 principles unlock, the doorway to that inner shift. Let me say this from the very beginning. The ideas in this video may look simple, but once you actually live them, their impact grows far beyond what you expect. Some transformations don't rush in with noise. They begin with a clarity only you can hear, unseen, unannounced, a silent current rising from within you. Sometimes the real power of a decision hides inside its softness. When you share a step too early, the weight of the outside world pulls at you without you even noticing. But when you keep that step close for a while, something different happens inside. You accelerate, you become sharper, you drop deeper into yourself. Your energy moves forward without scattering. Today, I'm going to show you why moving in silence creates such powerful outcomes and how applying these 4 principles creates visible shifts in the flow of your life. This video isn't about hiding. It's about protecting your energy and building a foundation that actually holds. And before we begin, there's something honest I need to tell you. Creating these videos takes long hours, deep focus, and a disciplined creative state. Every sentence is crafted to lift your mood, clear your mind, and strengthen your energy. If these sessions support you, hitting the like button or subscribing might look like a small gesture, but it's actually what makes this entire space possible. This channel breathes because of your touch. I say this at the beginning because most people don't realize how much it matters. But your small action is the very power that keeps this space alive. When a new idea first begins to emerge, it's delicate, like a sprout pushing through the surface of the soil. It looks full of potential, yet it's incredibly fragile. Even the slightest touch can be too much. A single comment can bend it in the wrong direction. And sometimes an innocent question is enough to crack the structure of your plan. When you share an idea too early, you place something that can barely stand into a world that expects it to run. And people will see your idea through their own lenses, through their fears, their limitations, their past disappointments. They're not really reacting to your idea. They're projecting their history onto it. That's why the first principle is simple. A new idea needs silence to form. Silence isn't hiding. Silence is the sheltered space where an idea finds its shape. A building rises on foundations no one can see. Every strong step is born in the quiet inner room before it becomes visible. Before your idea can walk, it needs time alone. Because the character of an idea isn't shaped by other people's voices. It's shaped by your inner clarity. And the more protected this phase is, the stronger every step you take afterward becomes. When you talk about your plans, most of the time people aren't actually talking about your future. They're talking about their past. You think you're sharing your hope. They're remembering their disappointment. You express your goals. They place their fears on the table. You might say, "I'm starting fresh," and instantly they tell you the story of their own failed attempt. Without meaning to, they cast their shadow across your path. It's rarely out of bad intention, but even good intentions can sabotage momentum. One person saying, "I don't think it's the right time," can quietly turn into, what if they're right, inside your mind. That's why silence isn't a stance, it's a guidance system. When the noise fades, your inner voice becomes louder. Your intention reveals itself. Your mind clears. Your path simplifies. And every path that becomes simple moves faster. Silence closes the door on the world's chaos, just enough for you to hear the answer that was already inside you. That space is where your intention finally finds its true direction. Part 3. Not every room in your life is meant for everyone. A living room is open to guests, but the drawers, the bedroom, the desk, those belong to you. Not every door is meant to open for every person. Your life has the same layout. Inner core, what only you know. Close circle, what a chosen few know. Public space, the part the world sees. What creates blockages isn't always sharing your plans with the wrong person. It's sharing them at the wrong time. When you bring a plan into the world before it's ready, your energy leaks. People's expectations start to press on you. You stop simply moving forward and begin battling invisible pressure from your surroundings. But the healthiest way to grow is this. People may watch you from the outside, yet only you know what's unfolding within. This isn't distance, it's a boundary that protects your inner architecture. Where there are boundaries, there is balance. Where there is balance, success expands. Some things are meant to grow only inside you first. And that's not secrecy, that's self-respect. Thinking about a desire is one thing. Speaking it aloud is something entirely different. The moment you give words to a wish, your brain sends out a signal. This is a target that needs to be reached. It recognizes it, marks it, and begins forming an unseen path toward it. But you don't have to declare your desire to everyone. Some ears carry your intention, others weaken it without meaning to. This principle teaches you this. Don't shy away from naming your desire, but choose carefully where that desire is spoken. A word gains strength in the right place. In the wrong place, it becomes a burden. Sometimes saying your intention only to yourself creates all the momentum you need. Part 5. Why those who move in silence reach the finish line faster. When you tell everyone about your goal, your brain experiences a small, "I've already done it" sensation. Motivation drops before anything has actually happened. The mind confuses the comfort of talking about it with the reality of achieving it. But when you stay quiet, your energy doesn't leak. Everything you have flows toward action. Your goal sharpens, focuses, accelerates. That's why some people appear to succeed all at once. It isn't luck. They simply worked in silence, without asking for approval, without waiting for direction from anyone. What really happened is this. Everything grew quietly in its own rhythm. Silence is momentum. It's forward wind. It's the invisible phase that always builds the strongest results. 1. Write one of your goals in a private notebook. Don't show it to anyone. Let this notebook become your inner core. Writing anchors your intention in the mind and deepens your commitment. 2. When you take a new step, don't ask for opinions. See your own results first. This creates speed, because the moment the outside world starts evaluating you, your focus begins to weaken. 3. Be patient with a plan while it's still taking root. Don't share it until it becomes ready to be seen. A plan's strongest phase is always the one no one else can witness. These 3 small practices can shift the entire flow of your life within a few weeks. A seed beneath the soil is invisible, yet that's the phase when it grows the fastest. Transformation begins in the moon's unseen phase. Waves pull inward before they rise. The sky turns darkest right before the sun appears. The unseen phase is always the most powerful one. Right now, you're inside a quiet preparation. As you integrate these 4 principles, your actions will simplify, your focus will sharpen, and your results will appear faster than even you expect. And I want you to know this. This journey isn't a one-way monologue. Every thought, every question, every feeling, even your resistance, is what keeps this space alive. If you want, share your own experience in the comments, a moment you've lived that mirrors this, or any insight these principles stirred in you. Positive or critical, every message holds value, because this space is something we are shaping together. One last thing, if these videos support you, liking the video or subscribing is the clearest way to help this space continue. These small gestures that seem invisible are actually the backbone of everything we're building here. Every quiet step you take today will create a change in your life tomorrow that's bigger than you expect. Now listen to the rhythm of your own path. And remember, every intention maturing inside you will reveal its light the moment its time arrives.